Good day, grade 12 students. Welcome to Understanding Culture, Society, and Politics. We are in Quarter 2, Module 1. The most essential learning competency is to explain the forms and functions of state and non-state institutions. So, in Lesson 1, the social institution, we have the individual. Surrounding the individual is the family, the community, and the society. So, when we say social institution, it is characterized as an integral part of human society which serves as the structural elements that govern behavior in different spheres of social life. So when we say social institution, it is the tool where the socialization happens. Like in our lesson last time, it is about social group that happened in a social institution. These institutions are the family, religion, education, government, and economy. They have different roles that are interrelated in running the society's affairs. So let's start with the family. When we say family, the family as a social institution plays an important role in the establishment of the government. Sociologists and anthropologists maintain that the state arose through a process of social change. According to Robert Lowy in his book, The Origin of the State, the growth and development of the smallest unit of society, the family, led to the formation of the state and government. So, mahalaga daw yung family because it led to the formation of the state and government. What is the significance of studying family as a social institution? The family is one of the elements of the social institution where beliefs and tradition, rules, practices, and affiliations exist to attain social order that is modified to strengthen the society's culture and tradition. So, the family is where we exercise our beliefs, our paniniwala, our traditions, yung mga rules na nating natutunan sa ating mga magulang, at practices na ginagamit natin hanggang sa kasalukuyan kasi they are the foundation of our self. In learning the roles of the family as mandated by the Constitution, we can redefine the nature of the family in the context of the current situation. We can understand and appreciate the significance of the family as institution better by considering our observation involving the redefinition of family components. So, number one, the family experiences changes brought about by societal modifications such that the conservative image of a nuclear family should be reevaluated and reformulated. So we as Filipinos, um, we should observe the conservative image of the family in which there is a parent, a mother, and a father guiding their children. Next, single parenthood occurs in families which prompt society to reconsider the traditional structure of the family as having new parents. So, in nowadays, there are many single parents, which is not the typical Filipino family. Next, better economic opportunities in foreign countries have given rise to OFWs where a parent or both parents are not around to oversee their children and the call of supervision is given to the relatives or siblings. So nowadays, many parents, both the father and the mother, go outside the country, so they were not able to take care of their children because they are working abroad, which is not a typical Filipino family. The occurrence of same-sex spouses redefines the norm or concept of the family. So there is also an issue of same-sex spouses today. The pre-arrangement of children's married couples to have children through adoption. So, nauuso din yung pagkakaroon ng anak through adoption. The increasing number of broken families because of the amplified cases of separation, of termination, or of marriage. Yung family natin ngayon, nagkakaroon ng maraming broken family because of termination of marriage. So, paano nangyayari yung broken families? Because they have not understood the side of each other. So, which is not normal. So, in our Constitution, the family is a social institution that plays an important role in the establishment of the government. Sociologists and anthropologists maintain the state through a process of social change. According to Robert Lowy in his book, The Origin of the State, the growth and development of the smallest unit of society, the family led to the formation of the state and government. In the Philippine government, it is written in the Article 15 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution. In Section 1, the state recognizes the Filipino family as the foundation of the nation. Accordingly, it shall strengthen the solidarity and actively promote the total development. Section 2, marriage is an inviolable social institution, is the foundation of the family and shall be protected by the state. So we have the right to marry. Section 3, the state shall define the right of the spouses, the right of the children, the right of the family. So those rights are written in the Constitution and should be followed. Example in Section 3, the right of spouses to find a family in accordance with their religious convictions and the demands of responsible parenthood. Karapatan ng bawat isa na magkaroon ng asawa na kung saan kaya niyang buhayin ang kanyang mga anak at kaya niyang sumunod sa kanilang relihiyon. The right of children to assistance including proper care and nutrition and special protection from all forms of neglect, abuse, cruelty, exploitation, and other conditions prejudicial to their development. So, kung ang mga nanay may karapatang makapamili ng asawa, may karapatan din ang mga bata na magkaroon ng tamang pag-aalaga at tamang pagkain, makapag-aral, at maprotektahan ang mga ito. Kaya nga 'di ba ngayon quarantine, pag merong curfew, pag nahuli ang bata na menor de edad, ang mananagot ay ang magulang kasi tungkulin o gampanin ng mga magulang na protektahan ng kanilang mga anak. Number 3, the right of the family to a family living wage and income. May karapatan ang mga pamilya na kumita ng tama sa minimum wage. Kaya merong mga iba na nagwewelga para ipahayag yung kanilang saloobin na hindi nakakasya ang minimum wage para sa kanilang pamilya. Kasi habang tumatagal, tumataas ang standard of living. Kagaya ngayon, 'di ba, yung presyo ng baboy ay napakataas. So parang pag may handaan na lang, tsaka na lang tayo makakakain ng baboy. The right of families or family associations to participate in the planning and implementation of policies and programs that affect them. So may karapatan ang mga pamilya na mag-suggest para sa ikabubuti ng lahat. Meron kagaya sa barangay, 'di ba? Meron diyang mga samahan na kung saan pwedeng mag-suggest ang miyembro ng isang barangay para mas mapabuti ang kanilang komunidad na kinabibilangan ng kanilang pamilya. Section 4. The family has the duty to care for its elderly members, but the state may also do so through just programs of social security. So we Filipinos have the duty to care for our elderly. That's why we are different from the Americans who, when their elderly reach the age, they just left it in the home for the aged. Unlike we Filipinos, we prefer to take care of our elderly at home, and we don't oblige or trust the care to social institution, because we are Filipinos who are loving of our elderly. So next, religion. The next social institution is religion. The functionalist point of view of religion originates from the idea of Emile Durkheim that emphasized the function of religion in encouraging social cohesion and social control to maintain social solidarity. Religion's collective perception fused within individual realization creates a reality of its own, while the substantive or essentialist views religion as the faith or belief in God or gods or other supernatural beings that people hold or value, but which cannot by itself scientifically explain. Tyler and Fraser focus on the explanatory value of religion for its adherents. So when we say religion, it is the social institution na nagpo-promote ng solidarity o pagkakaisa-isa sa pamamagitan ng relihiyon. Kaya nga, 'di ba, dahil sa reliyon o yung faith, mas nade-develop ang isang society. So what are the major religions of the world? So number 1 is Judaism. Judaism is a strictly monotheistic religion believing in only one God and practiced by the Jewish people. This religion descended from the ethnic and prehistoric people of Israel and Judah. It originated in the Middle East in at least 500 BCE. This has persisted and remains one of the most visible and widely practiced religions in the world. So, ito yung logo ng Judaism. Next, Christianity. So, this is our religion in the Philippines. It is a monotheistic religion centered around the teaching of Jesus of Nazareth. It dates back in 305 to 500 as religious branch of Judaism based on the teachings of Jesus, who was himself a Jewish. Christianity became the state religion of the Roman Empire. So, marami sa atin dito sa Philippines ay Christian. Next, Islam. In so many considerations, it is believed to be the oldest religion in the world due to its origins in Vedic beliefs, dating as far as back as the 1500s BCE. The religion has no founder and is a fusion of many different Hindu religious traditions. The absolute number of believers makes Hinduism the world's third largest religion. So, third largest religion is Hinduism. So next, education. When we say education, it's a social institution that helps in the promotion of the existence of society. The functionalists view education in its universality that serves the needs of society and is seen to convey basic knowledge and skill to the next generation. This institution plays a primary role in stabilizing peace and order and promotes harmony in the society. Economic processes and political privileges takes its course because its people are rational and civilized. The people high regard for education means a better society and its social processes. So education as a social institution is truly real in the Philippines because in the Philippines the highest budget is allotted for education because it is a tool or a sword, di ba, that we can be um, that we can possess in order to be successful. So education is very important. So each child has the right to education. Kaya meron tayong free public education na pinatutupad ng ating gobyerno. So, kagaya ngayon, merong pandemya. So, karamihan sa ating mga mag-aaral na galing sa private school ay lumipat sa public school. And it is their right to transfer to the school kung saan nila kaya. Kasi education for all. There is a law that says that no one should be left behind and all children should be educated. Kaya nga tayo ay mayroong K-12 kasi dahil tayo ay sumasabay sa ibang bansa globally na karamihan sa kanila ay 12 years nang nag-aaral sa high school. So in order for us to be competitive with the other countries, we should follow the standards of global societies. Next, government. Government is one of the major components of social institution where its activities are entrusted with making and enforcing the rules of the society as well as with regulating relations with other societies. Its legitimacy lies in being organized to govern and enact and enforce laws. So, yung government, sila yung nagpapatupad ng batas para mas maging peaceful ang ating society. So, ano-ano ba yung mga forms of government? So, nandiyan yung monarchy, democracy, authoritarianism, and totalitarianism. When we say monarchy, it's a political system in which a representative from one family controls the government. Monarchy is a political system in which a representative from one family controls the government and the power is passed on through the family from generation to generation. So, yung pamumuno ay namamana. Next, democracy is a system in which the citizens choose officials to run their government through popular or majority votes. So, democracy in the Philippines, we have the right to elect our leaders. We have the right to register in order to vote. So, we will know we can choose who will sit in the position. Next, authoritarianism is a political system that does not allow citizens to participate in any political activity. Authoritarian, siya lang yung nagsusunod. Totalitarianism is a political system under which the government maintains control on all aspects of citizens' life. Totalitarianism from the root word total. Next, last but not the least is the economy. Economy is an institution that deals with the distribution, production, and consumption of goods and services that are dependent on the utilization of the sectors of the economy to serve and meet the needs of the consumers and those living and operating within it. When we say economy, yung about pananalapi ng ating mga produkto. So, meron daw dalawang pinaka-dominant na economic systems in the world. Una yung capitalism at socialism. When we say capitalism, it is an economic system where the production of goods and services rely mainly on private ownership. The most important goal of capitalism is the pursuit of personal profit as outlined by the father of modern economics, Adam Smith. Capitalism, sila lang yung may-ari ng produkto. Example, Meralco, Maynilad. Next, socialism is the economic system in which the means of productions are collectively owned by the government and its goal is the promotion of work for the collective good. So now, I want you to answer this in a paper and attach to the Google Classroom. Initiate and contribute new ideas from the lesson learned by sharing your experience. How do these institutions, family, economy, education affect the transformation of society based on your observations? Number two, how do you apply your experiences from these institutions in raising your social, moral, economic, and political well-being? Enumerate them. Number three, how can these institutions help mold the beliefs, practices, and way of thinking of the people and the society? List down your observations. So homework, answer the following activities in your module. Module 2, what have I learned? Page 10, and what can I do? So don't forget to turn it in your Google Classroom. Thank you very much. God bless. And that's all.